Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Prius Passage. I'm Selena, and as I put in the description, this video is going to be my little Q&A sesh. So before I start with that, first let me tell you that is a police officer behind me. It's not there for me. Someone in the parking lot ran into someone else, so they're out there taking care of that. That's what that is. Before I start, let me give you a little road update since you're already in the neighborhood. Why not give you a little pass through? So I spent the last few days crossing through the southern United States, headed west. I stopped in Texas. I visited with some family, probably saw some of my little cousins in an Instagram post. I'll put that picture up here with them. I did that. I spent Halloween in New Orleans. That was pretty fun. I did dress up. I wasn't going to, but last minute decided to do it. So I'll put a picture of that here as well. That's me dressed up as a scary little skeleton. And then I continued on west. So I really was hauling ass because I ended up meeting with another friend of mine, Jonathan, who is on Instagram at Prius Camping. No spaces or underscore anything, just at Prius Camping if you're interested in looking him up. He put together a little Prius meetup, so we did a Prius takeover in the Alabama hills. So it was actually pretty awesome. You can see a lot of our pictures and videos there on Instagram. Everyone was tagged in there together, so if you just click on mine, you click through, you'll find all the other Prius people. It's pretty cool. There's different levels of people who Prius camp, and there's people who live out of their car. I think I was the only one there who lives out of my Prius. Everyone else was just campers. And then there was one girl there who had just got a brand new 2020 Prius Prime, and she had never done anything in it at all. So that was her first night sleeping in it overnight. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to me. I met some cool Prius people. Hopefully I'll be back for another Prius takeover because it was a good time. It's nice to be around people who are like-minded. I'll put a few pictures up here so you can see kind of what we did and how it looked, and it was a lot of fun. The weather was nice. It was a little chilly at night and it got a little windy, but overall it was a great time. I had a blast. All right, now to the good stuff. So during my travels here on Prius Passage, I've had people ask me questions. So I'm just going to go through and do a little rundown. That's my little notepad here as far as the questions that people have asked me, and I'll go through here and answer them. If anything that you're interested in isn't on this list, just let me know. Send me a message, comment, and I'll respond. You guys see I'm pretty good at responding to comments. Instagram, email, whatever you want. So right to it. First question, how old am I? So if you watched my first video, some of these questions were on there. If you haven't watched my first video, Introduction to Prius Passage, after you finish this one, go and watch that one. I mean, I'm going to tell you anyway now, but I'm just saying, if you're interested in that part, go there. There's information in that video. So my age, I'm 29 years old. My birthday's actually coming up in February, where I will hit the dirty 30. I don't know where I'll be by then, but hopefully somewhere cool so I can have like an awesome 30th birthday party because I'm getting old. Is 30 over the hill or is 40 over the hill? I don't know. I've climbed a lot of hills though, so whatever. So I'm 29, soon to be 30. My gender, I am a cisgendered female. If you're not familiar with all that stuff, I'm really not all that familiar with that stuff either myself, but I was born a woman. I had a vagina at the time that I was born. Not that it matters. I mean, I guess to some people maybe that matters, but yeah, I'm a woman. I'm a lady. I do have a vagina now. I don't think it'll change anytime soon, if anyone's curious about it. My location, I never give people my current location when I'm there, though realistically by the time I post this video, I probably won't be where I am right now. But when I say location, what people are usually asking is, where do I live? Where's my home base? So right now I actually don't really have one. Coastal North Carolina was my home base, and I guess technically is, but I don't have any ties to North Carolina at this point. So right now my home base is wherever I am because I don't have an address right now. My family's up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, so I guess I'd call that home for now. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have one pet, my pit bull Rhodesian Ridgeback Brody. He is 9 years old. He turned 9 in September. Here is a picture of my handsome fella. I've had him since he was born, like 4 weeks old, and he's been with me ever since. He's not with me, I guess, at this moment. He's currently with my sister up there in the northern Chicago suburbs. My relationship status. So at the moment, I am single as a dollar bill. That's right. I better get it while it's hot. No, I'm kidding. Don't. That's not a call for anyone to start trying to hit on me. I do date. I have dated. I'm not currently, just because, I move so much. It's not really plausible to date right now, but I am interested in dating. Um, One day, maybe this will become Prius Passage for two. I don't know. We're working on it. We're working hard. I'm really not working hard. I really should work harder on that. But no, I am single, completely single, not dating anyone, not in any entanglements. No one side piece. I don't have any side pieces. I don't have any main pieces. So that is my relationship status. My orientation, I am straight. I date men. That's it. I've dated women in the past. I would not consider myself bisexual because I don't date women, I guess. It's not really, that's not my preference. I find women very beautiful, but that's just like a woman thing. Like, how could you not find a woman to be the most amazing creature on earth? We are literally amazing. So I do appreciate women. I find them very beautiful. I find a lot of women attractive, but I'd consider myself straight, not bisexual or anything like that. My favorite food. So if you know me personally, you know that I love food of all types. So this is a very hard question for me, because if you ask me what food I like, I'll tell you all of them, everyone. But then my friends will tell you I'm very picky about where I'll eat said food. So I like a lot of foods, but I'm very particular about where I eat them from. So if I had to pick a favorite food, I would say seafood, because I can't pick just one. But shrimp, crab legs, fish. I could eat salmon every day. Um, if it comes out of water, I probably enjoy it. I love seafood. Outside of that, I'd say cake would be my favorite food. Like, if I could eat cake every day for every meal and not gain any weight, that's all I would eat. I wouldn't. That'd be my only food group. Cake of any type, of any kind, any flavor. If it's in a cake-like form, I will eat it. But right now I'm keto, so no cake for me. Let's see, my favorite drink. So this is another one. If you know me personally, you'll know the answer to this. Whatever's on special, because I am a cheap drunk. Let me tell you, there's nothing better than, there's this place by where my dad lives up in Illinois that does $1.25 beers on, like, every night. I can't even remember what type of beer it is. I'm sure it's a shitty beer. I'm not very familiar with beers, but it's $1.25, and I go there and I drink beers. And my brother's like, "You don't even like beer," and I'm like, "You're right. I hate beer. I think it's nasty. It's ice cold piss water, but you cannot be $1.25." but if but if I'm being bougie, or if someone else is paying, a vodka soda water. That's what I like. I like vodka soda waters with a squeeze of lime. If it's a double, even better. It's nice and refreshing, low calorie drink. That's my favorite fancy drink. And also recently I started drinking like bourbons and whiskeys. So if there's somewhere that'll let me sample a bourbon or a whiskey, I'll try it. And I like them neat. No ice, no mixers, no nothing. Just nice highball glass. Let's see, what else do we got here? Weapons. This is probably my number one question. As soon as people meet me and I tell them an idea of what I'm doing, people ask me if I carry a gun or weapons at all, or they ask me what type of weapons I carry. So, sorry, it's probably going to disappoint you a little bit, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. That's the whole point of having a weapon, right? Is that you don't know what I have or where I have it. So, the only way you'll find out whether or not I carry a weapon or what type that I carry is if I have to use it on you. So, you might not want to get on my bad side. I'm just saying. I am trained in self-defense as well. Like, literally, I used to teach self-defense at university. But, I mean, if you really want to find out, you can. I wouldn't suggest it, but it's up to you. My second biggest question on this trip is probably, how do I make money? That's what people ask me all the time. They're like, how do you afford this? Like, where do you work? What's your job? Do you work remotely? How do you pay for things? So you're going to have to go back and watch my video. It's titled just that. How do I make money? How do I finance my travels? I'll break it all down for you right in there. The short answer to that is I don't. I quit my job and I just saved money before I left, so I had money to do this with, is the short answer. If you want the long answer, go watch my video, how do I make money? Or how do I finance my trip? Or you'll know it's got a big dollar sign picture on it, but go watch that video if you're curious, like seriously in-depth interested in how I finance this trip. Also on the top 10 of questions is, where do I sleep and use the bathroom? That is also in one of my videos, my mobile home tour, I'll tell you about how I use the bathroom and where. But short answer to that is I have a gym membership for showering. There's been very few places that didn't have a gym or had gyms that the showers weren't open. And in that case, I will go to a rest stop and I'll buy a shower there. I actually don't buy showers. I usually bum showers from truckers because they usually get free showers with every fill up. I actually did that today. A friend of mine was pretty impressed. Took about 30 seconds, got a free shower. $12 saved for Selena. That goes back to my other one. How do I make money? So that's how I don't spend money. It helps a lot to not spend money whenever you can. It's useful. Yeah. So that's my bathroom showering deal. I do it at the gym, and if not at the gym, then I go to a truck stop or a rest stop where you can buy or use restrooms or showers. And I'm usually in pretty urban places, so I'm never anywhere that I can't go to a bathroom to use the bathroom at bare minimum. There's a gas station or a grocery store or something where I am all of the time. I'm rarely way out in the woods. Outside of my little Prius get together, we were way out in the woods. Like there was no bathrooms there, and I just use the bathroom outside like everyone else. You pee behind a bush. You keep it moving. What do my friends and family think of this trip? So my friends, most of them don't even know. 90% of my friends have no idea. There's like a handful that knew because I just had to give myself up to get some help with some things before I left. And then there's a few that found out on accident on Instagram. They happened to see me there. And so they found out that way. But 90% of my friends still don't know. None of my family know outside of my immediate family in Illinois and the family who I just went to visit in Texas. No one knows that I'm doing this. They just randomly see pictures of me in scenic locations and they just assume I'm on some kind of vacation. My dad is probably the biggest one who knew, like I actually told about it, and he told me I was fucking crazy. In my initial video, I probably told you he initially declined helping me because he didn't want me to do it. He's like, don't do this. This is a mistake. You don't want to do it. And I explained to him what I was doing and why. And then he kind of got on board and he realized that I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do, regardless of whether or not he likes it. And I would be better off with his help than winging it without. So my dad ended up helping me. He's absolutely obsessed with it. He calls me every few days. He asks where I am. I send him like these postcards. So he's thrilled. He called me. He's like, "Is there anything you need? Like, what can I do to help you? Is your trailer doing all right? Is everything okay?" Like, so my dad's 100% on board now, which is awesome. I didn't think he would be because my dad's kind of a hard ass. He can be funny sometimes, but he is kind of a direct dude. Like, if you know me and my personality, I get a lot of that from him. I can be extremely funny, but when I have an opinion about something, that's the fucking opinion. It's not up for debate. That's my dad's that same type of guy. So how many states do I have left? So if you've watched my introduction video, then you have an idea of what it is I'm doing. If you haven't, and this is your first video, then you have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just on a trip. So the states that I have left, like I said in my, I think it was 2 videos ago, I said I'm going to try to hit all 48. That's now the new goal. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at this point, I'm pretty optimistic about it. So at this point, the states that I have left to hit all 48, I have 6 total: Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. And that's it. That's the entire 48 in this trip, if I can hit those. And then the final question that I'm sure is on everyone's mind is what next? So if I hit all 48 states, then where do I go? Where's home? And what do I plan on doing next? Am I going to keep trying to travel? Am I going to get a big girl job and go back to normal life? Will I live in North Carolina or will I live in Illinois? The answer to all of that is unknown. You'll just have to wait and see where I go with this, because to be completely transparent, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going with this. I have a few ideas, a few good ideas, but you're just going to have to come back and keep watching videos to figure that out. So, thank you again for coming to watch another video with me. As I mentioned many times before, if you haven't seen my other videos, go back and watch them. Some of them are kind of funny. Some of them are interesting. I tell a pretty mean story, I think. A lot of people tell me that I'm a pretty good storyteller and I have a nice, calming voice, you know. So just go do that. If you have a little time, you know, hanging out with your buddies or at home, instead of Netflix and chill, you could Selena and chill. Prius Passage and chill. You know, whatever floats your boat. So it's getting hot here, and I'm going to go do some more fun stuff today. Um, I have some pictures to upload on my Instagram, so watch that because I do have like a huge photo dump to do there because I've kind of been slacking with how fast I've been moving and I got kind of relaxed out there on that Prius trip. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you again for coming to see me, and I'll catch up with y'all later. Bye.